Hi, I am Abhiram Varanasi doing this video for IBM Coursera course Advanced Data Science. So the project I have chosen is Chance of Admission Predictor. So this is a model which will take the data of a student or an person who has applied for the admission of a particular college. So you can find the data in Kaggle. So the data consists of multiple columns which you are going to see in the upcoming PPTs and programming notebooks. So enjoy it. Project I have chosen is Chance of Admission Predictor. This will tell for a particular candidate how much chance does he or she has for getting into a college. So the use case. This can be used by universities to select candidates. Similarly, the model can be used for job prediction. There are about 8 columns in the data along with the label column called chance of admit. So this is a correlation between the 8 columns with the label column in the form of heat map. If you can see, the CGPA has highest correlation and seconded by GRE score, which has 0.81 correlation with the chance of admission. So next, the data visualization. As I have taken the top two correlated label columns with the label column. So as you can see, it is a kind of a straight line. So in the next, I've chosen the model support vector regressor. So uh, if you see, the error for support vector regressor is 0.009. It is pretty low, and the error matrix I have taken is mean square error (MSE). Uh, and the next model I have taken is multiple linear regression, and as you can see, the error is much lower compared to that of the support vector regressor. And for the deep learning part, I have taken artificial neural network with fully connected dense layer, and its mean square error is low but higher compared to other two models we have used, like support vector machine and multiple linear regression. The notebooks for the data exploration. So here I have imported NumPy, Pandas, and Seaborn and Matplotlib. Seaborn and Matplotlib are graphs for graphical representation of the data. And the data I have downloaded from Kaggle. The link is in the notebook. So first, we are reading two CSV files containing them. There are two CSV files, test and train. So I've taken both of them and merged them here. As you can see, there are two data frames, df1 and df2. As we go down, here is a sample data. We can see the serial number, GRE score, TOEFL, university rating, SOP, LOR, and CGPA, research, yes or no, and chance of admit, which is the label column. So moving down, yeah, here I have concatenated the both data frames df1 and df2, which we have imported here. So now for data quality assessment here, and as you can see, I have taken out the serial number column. So now data quality assessment. Here data frames has an method called is and a will tell you whether the row of a particular column is null or not. It will return true if it is null. So by doing some of them, it will show the number of values that are null in each column. So as you can see, there are no null values in the data. Now using Seaborn heat map for correlation matrix. Here here df.corr will give the correlation between multiple columns in the data frame. So the upper matrix np.trill.corr will give the upper triangle of the matrix. Here using Seaborn, I am drawing the heat map of the correlation between multiple columns. So now taking two most influencing factors from above and plotting them with the chance of admit. So I have imported mpl underscore toolkits import mplot 3d. This is for 3d plot. So here I have taken the column 0, that is let's see, that is GRE score, and next column 5, that is CGPA, and column 7, that is our last column, a chance of admit. So this is the code for plotting a 3D scatter plot. This will create an instance for 3D plot, and here I am passing the XYZ data columns, XYZ values to dot scatter method. You can see there is a straight line between the CGPA, GRE score, and chance of admit. Now saving the combined data frame as a CSV file. Here df.toCSV is a method uh, which will save the file into in the form of CSV with this particular name. So visualizing data distribution and data correlation using Seaborn. Seaborn pair plot will allow us to see the correlation between two columns and its distribution. As you can see, the diagonal column will give us the distribution between the distribution of the column. So you can see the data is normally distributed, for almost normally distributed, like for GRE score and CGPA and chance of admit, etc. Is using multiple ML techniques on the data. So here the first cell is for importing data. This is the sample data. So I am using the framework scikit-learn, and the matrix I am using is mean square error. So the first ML method is support vector regressive. Here I have taken the support vector regressive instance to model. Then I have taken the columns from 1 to 7, leaving the first column, that is unnamed or serial number. So by passing it to the model, and here I have split the data into train and test, and after that I have taken X for 1 to 7 for training data, and Y training data C8 column 8 is nothing but our label name, label column. So here xt is xtrain, yt is ytrain. I've sliced the data frame. So here I've used the dot score method to get r score, r square or r2 score. So here I am passing xt and yt, which will give the r2 score, and I'm also using mean square error as a matrix. So I'm predicting uh, the data using dot predict method and xtrain, and yp contains the y predicted values, and using the mean square error as a matrix, as you can see, this is the error we get, and this is the r1 score. Now let's import other linear linear regression model, and I have taken the instance of linear regression to model, and I have done the same trying test split, and I have used the this for x and y, and I have fit the model. As you can see, the error, the R1 score is much higher compared to SVR, and the mean square error is much less. So till now the linear regression model is best. Moving to the AI method, I've trained an artificial neural network model for for the prediction of the label data, that is the chance of admission. So as we can see, I'm using the TensorFlow framework, and the second module is for importing data. This is the sample data. Moving, now I have split the data into training and testing data, and there are about X shape, that is training data, around 400 instances for training data, X train. Now coming to the architecture of the model, I've used tf.keras. The layer has input layer, and next a 64 followed by a 64 neuron dense layer, and next one followed by 128, and another 128, and next another 64, and finally one with activation linear. Default activation is linear. For other intermediate values it is ReLU. The activation for the final output neuron is linear because we are predicting the value. And here this is the model architecture. Now I have used mean square error as a loss function, and optimizer is RMS form with learning rate 10 power minus 2. Now I have trained this for 500 pops. As you can see, this error in the first is really high, and it has moved it is fluctuating in between, and finally we are moving with a steady error. And next, this is for 500 epochs. So as you can see, the training error is 0.02, and using dot model evaluate, I've evaluated xt and yt, and here as you can see the error is 0.0195, which is close to the training error. So there is we can say that there is no overfit.